We're the America Devils, and we are previewing Manchester United's next match. It's a big one. It's the quarterfinals of the Europa League, Leg 1. Lyon, Olympique Lyonnais. So we're going down to France. Big game. Huge match for Manchester United. The last thing really to play for this season. This could turn our whole fortunes around. Ruben Amorim got thrown in. Shit sandwich. Things not getting much better. Slight uptick in form in the last couple months, but not anywhere near what Manchester United fans are looking for. But this tournament, with this tie, two-leg tie starting in Lyon, really tough match, tough team, but United has the depth, even with injuries, to take it to a Lyon if we can play up to our level, even play up to the level I think we played in the last two games in the EPL. I know the finishing hasn't been good enough, but we control the games better. We had XG'd both opponents, and it's going to be a tough place. The atmosphere is going to be ripping. It's a big stadium. It's a 60,000-seater. They'll be full, ready to rock. They don't like United. No one likes United visiting them, but it's a massive match. Something to play for. I can't believe in the quarterfinals now. Let's grab the moment. Let's not shit the bed, lay an egg. Let's go fucking take this game. Huge opponent. I can't wait, sir. Let's go. I'm hyphy. I'm hyphy, sir.
You do not win quarterfinals with XG. You win quarterfinals by probably actually scoring more than you create. You know, you need to be clever. United need to be up for it. And the fact that we did have a solid Forest performance, we're seeing players come into the team. Mason Mount is a huge boost. Lenny Euro's back. Luke Shaw looks unfit, but he's technically available. So, you know, I just feel you don't know what you're going to get, sir. United's like a box of chocolates away in Europe. You don't know what you're going to get. You can pick out a chocolate, lay an egg. You know, you could get a 4-1. You could get a Bruno brace plus 2 assists, something crazy. I just feel like I'm nervous. I want it to be real. I don't think it's real until the semifinals, and it's pointing to that will most likely be, you should never be looking past your current match, but it will be Bilbao semifinals. They're playing to get to play Rangers. They should win.
They should win.
The semifinal away in Spain, beating the Spanish side to get to the final. You pretty much win the Europa League if you can get through them. They're the favorites at the moment, which is embarrassing, but they are fourth in La Liga. And then just the fact that United just can't shake the Spanish sides in Europe, that's just been something that have always got us. So we're looking at a pretty high mountain, and Ole said mountains are there to be climbed, and it starts with Lyon. So let's get it.
Starts with Lyon, and this is not that PSG side that he took down that fateful night in Paris. Remember that? It feels like it was just the other day, sir. We were at Leg 1. We saw that in the flesh. But this is a huge opportunity to grab a moment where we can outplay this team and outscore this team. Like you said, the ceiling's a lot higher in terms of like how well United could perform based on what we've seen even this season in the Europa League. We could have a day where we actually show up and, like you said, outscore our XG when usually it's been the opposite. But United needs to go out there and not make any mistakes. We can't have any Onana howlers. We can't have any early goals, early set pieces, penalties, red cards. We got to keep it tight. The refereeing has also been a little volatile, more so than we're used to. Recently in Europe, in the Europa League this season for United, we've had some penalties given away that I think dubious at best. So we need to just show up from minute one, like you said. The players that have struggled for form need to find that form. Hoyland needs to get a goal. Garnacho needs to be involved. And I think we just got to show up and take it to them, and also be. I'm fucking nervous.
We've been doing that all season. It's gonna be easy.
I'm nervous.
I'm fucking sweating. We're really good at showing up and taking it to them.
Taking it to them.
We're really about. No. But no, we are actually good in Europe. We actually have been good in Europe. But now you're getting into where it matters, and usually where it matters in the Europa League, we've been let down. And United teams have gotten this far in this competition, should have won it.
Yep.
Like favorites to win it, have better players. Just the showing up thing. And away. So United has been good away in Europe this year. This has been our competition. Let's hope it continues. Let's hope we're not just seeing Lyon scoring some crap goals. You also have like Rattly Onana at the back.
highly variable, highly volatile.
Well, what is the manager going to do? Is he going to go for it? Are we going to sit back and Ferguson? The way you should do it is you should sit back in Lyon. Get back with a draw and try to go for it at home. That would be the strategy I would go with. So we'll see what Amorim cooks up. But before we get into breaking this match down, quick PSA for the podcast. If you like the America Devils, check out our YouTube channel, America Devils on YouTube. If you're listening on iTunes or Spotify, get over there, subscribe, like, and comment below. Let us know what you think. What is the score going to be Is United going to get into the semifinals against Bilbao? Will we win the Europa League? Let us know in the comments below. Also, check out our Patreon page. You want to go the extra mile, support us, help keep the lights on in the podcast bunker. Patreon.com/America Devils. We have over 100 Patreon members going strong. We do a behind-the-scenes episode every single month, and we have tons of other benefits. Get on there. Join the creme de la creme of the ARD community on Patreon. Also, check out our store. We have great merch. We have hats. We have scarves. We have shirts. Everything you buy supports this small-time operation. Grab some merch, sir. #Glazers out. We got some great blog content at americadevils.com. Get over to our website. We also have all the songs. If you're looking to get the lyrics to the new Amorim song that's sung in the Stretford End, grab it there, sir. Also, check out and rate our podcast on iTunes and Spotify.
It goes a long way. If you write 5-star reviews for American Devils, helps us get found organically by other top Muppets like yourself. And we're giving away free merch. All you have to do is write a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify and send a screenshot of that review to americadevils@gmail.com with your mailing address. And I'll personally pick, pack, and ship some free ARD gear sent right to your door anywhere in the world. Sir, let's get into this game. It's a big one. It's as big as they come for United because it's a hell of a season, brutal season, disaster, but we have a chance to turn things around. Can we do it? Thursday night football, Hans and Franz ball. Let's fucking go.
All right, it is Lyon. Thursday, April 10th, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. First leg of the quarterfinals of the Europa League. The good news. Lyon has never beaten Manchester United in 4 attempts in major European competition. They've drawn 2 and lost 2. United are up there with Barcelona as far as how poor Lyon has been against them. The odds are stacked in our favor. We're going to be playing at the Parc Olympique Lyonnais. A 59,186 seat stadium, sir. In Lyon, it's going to be 60 degrees and clear, dream football weather. It looks like a quality stadium. Any other notes on the weather in France?
It's going to be beautiful. Obviously, away days, this is what it's all about. If you're a United fan, if you're United away, and you get to enjoy that, this is one of those great destinations. San Sebastian, an amazing destination. This is another gastronomic capital. Alex's Grand Watch. We're in Lyon, one of the great food cities. We're in a Les Savoirs des Bistro, apparently an excellent French bistro, like I said, in one of the French capitals of gastronomy. We're eating well. I don't know if John's going to approve, but I bet it tastes pretty good. And a great place to get some scram before a big match.
A lot of cream sauces, though.
So it's France.
French food, it's heavy.
Can be. Look at that duck. Looks good.
And a lot of rare meat, a lot of heavy cream.
Like that.
That's like kind of what I love. Give me a croissant,
Cream sauce.
It doesn't look too bad. I'm in.
It's better than Manchester food, I'll tell you that.
Fancy. But you got to be eating well when you're going away days. You got to have the bucket hat, sir. You got to be
sweating,
having the dark ales, getting
to
those
sun.
Nice restaurants.
I'll tell you what, there's gonna be a lot of sunburnt reds because it's gonna be a beautiful day. That's 60 degrees. That's 60 degrees at 8 p.m. So it's gonna be nice and hot. Early summer heat wave in France. Tell us about Olympique Lyon, sir. My French is terrible. Lyonnais.
That's why they're simply referred to as Lyon or OL. Obviously,
we'll keep trying to pronounce
play
it.
Out of Lyon origins date back to 1899. They were founded in 1950 and provisionally compete in France's highest football division, Ligue 1, I think is what they say. They do the Ligue.
Bucket hat, bucket hat degenerate.
They won the Ligue.
They
won the Ligue championship in 2002.
We got a lot of French listeners. It's okay.
Beginning a national record-setting streak of 7 successive titles, or 7 in a row.
I didn't know that. That's
say
incredible.
that. The nickname is Les Grands, meaning the kids, and that's an interesting. So the kids, I don't know. That's kind of an interesting nickname. That doesn't really scare me. Currently 5th in Ligue 1. That does.
Yeah.
Finished last season in 6th place, so they're doing better than us. What do you got about their manager? What's his style? What is he about?
Paulo Fonseca. He's another Portuguese manager, so go along with ours. 52 years old, cut his teeth throughout the Portuguese league, most notably at Braga, but he has bounced around more recently in Serie A and now in Ligue 1 with Roma, Lille, AC Milan, and now at Lyon. And he favors typically the 4-2-3-1. He likes to focus on dominated possession, and he's a very offensive player. He was an offensive player and has a very offensive style to how he likes to manage the squad. So they have created a ton of chances. The top scoring side in Europa League. He likes the goalkeeper to contribute to the play out the back. So he likes to have a goalkeeper who knows how to play with the ball at his feet. And they like to play very direct, control the middle of the pitch, push out wide as necessary. Not dissimilar to sometimes how Ruben Amorim likes to play, but it's going to be a tough opponent. Like I said, their attacking prowess is very, very sharp. Big goal scorers, a lot of threat. United's defense has got to be on point, and our midfield has got to be able to lock it down. It'll be very interesting to see what midfield Ruben goes with for this tie.
Yeah, he's been going with the Cas Ugarte midfield. We'll see if he sticks to it. Sir, their summer signings, they spend good?
They spent some big money. They spent a lot of money in the summer. Their biggest signing was actually Nottingham Forest center back Musa Nikite, who has Said Benrahma, the former West Ham winger. He joined them. Luis Zaha also joined them for a loan. So it's a semblance of kind of like a couple players from Forest, players on the up and up as well. Dangerous side.
Decent money spent, though. They spent decent money on players.
They have as well, sir. They have. And talking about their recent form, let's get into it. They've been in great form. I think they have one loss in their last 6 games, as well as just rolling in the Europa League, or they just smoked FCSB. But other than their loss to Strasbourg, they beat Lyon, who's playing really well. They beat Le Havre, and they beat Nice. So they're a dangerous side, sir, and they score a lot of goals, right?
Yes,
they have 3 games in the last four that they've scored four goals. So that's something to worry about for United, especially at home for Lyon.
Yeah, and they're they like to line up here in the 4-2-3-1, sir. Who should we be watching for here?
Well, they have former United great Nemanja Matic, sir, as you can see in the midfield, but the player to watch is Rayan Cherki. He didn't start in this 11, but he is kind of their formidable attacking player. He's a French 21-year-old. He has 7 goals and 9 assists in Ligue 1 this season, and he's involved in everything. He's kind of their Bruno Fernandes, but younger. He's a threat. He's actually a player that United apparently has been watching for a little bit as maybe an heir apparent to Bruno Fernandes, but he's super dangerous. They also obviously have former Arsenal player Lacazette. They have Tolisso, who's like a very highly rated midfielder that I think United would also keep an eye on. Maitland-Niles came from England, so they're a dangerous side. They have some experience as well. They got a lot of speed. This is going to be a really, really tough match.
Yeah, we have to, since they're going to be pushing, we have to be able to hit them on the counter. I think going away from home, especially kind of how attack-minded the manager is, we need to be focused on shoring up shop. Onana can't be shaky. We need some big saves, and then in transition, that's where we need to punish him, and we can with Bruno Fernandes and Mason Mount. He knows European glory. Let's get into the United 11 against City. It was Onana in net, Mazraoui, Maguire, Euro backline, Dalot, Casemiro, Ugarte, Dogu, Garnacho, Højlund, and Bruno Fernandes up top. Sir, what do you have from a change perspective? Given kind of how pedestrian City was, we can't go with the same 11 against Lyon away.
No, we can't. I think De Ligt is going to make it for this game. I think De Ligt, Maguire, and Euro will be his back 3 he prefers. I think he pushes up Mazraoui to the right wingback position. Dogu stays on the left. I think he drops Ugarte. Bruno drops deep, and I think it's time for Money Mount to play, sir. I think start Money Mount. He's one of the attacking 3. That way, Bruno can play deeper, so he has the defensive abilities, and he can link up to attack with defense. And Mount does so well at pressing, So even if you only play him for 55 minutes, I think you want to start with that energy level on the pitch. So I don't know. That's a lot of changes, but what do you think we're going to see on Thursday from our Portuguese manager?
So I agree wholeheartedly with all your changes. The only thing is I want to keep Maguire in the center of the 3, so have the lid out on the right or Euro on the right.
Totally.
Mazraoui, you're right. He has to come. We look better. The attack looks better with Mazraoui on the right wing. Dalot, what are you getting with Dalot? You're getting nothing with him. Come on, we know it. All you're getting is a buzz cut and a guy who celebrates too much. In the midfield, when it comes to the Casemiro Ugarte, Casemiro's he's got to sit down for this one. You're right. Bruno's got to come into the 2, and Mount. You got to start him. You need that intensity. Also, Mount Bruno goes forward, Mount switch into the 2.
Yep.
I love that. And then for me, I think you got to give Xerxes a run. Højlund's been Højlund has some dog coming off the bench.
He does.
And Xerxes does have a little bit of flair, but I feel if you can get Garnacho through, he's got to score. Also, Dogu should be doing better in the spots. He's young, but that Garnacho overlap with Dogu, that has to work. I feel for Dogu because Garnacho's not finding him at the right time. When he cuts in, it's not really going. The attack is just discombobulated, and we're just hoping Bruno can just bail us out. But if we can get an early goal, change the game. We're looking for somebody to change the game. This is United. We want European glory. It's up for grabs. So who's gonna come good?
And I think we can get behind him. I mean, I think that's going to be huge. Like you said, Dogu. He's such a rough asset. He's got so much upside. He's not the finished article. We saw that against City. But there's a player there, like his pace and his strength. And I love how him and Garnacho have linked up. So also the other side,
score.
You got to score, of course. And then Maz could link
he's
up.
He's an athlete.
He is. I mean,
he can do it.
He needs time.
For me, it's the final product.
Of course.
Like that position is the hard. Like when Amorim comes with this style, like Delo can't do it. Like I don't even think he could start in a back four for me. Delo, Dogu, he can get up and down, but when he gets up, what's that product in the final third? What's that crossing look like? And that's really the question with the young kid. And that's the hardest part because we've seen Delo, like when he gets forward, what does he do? And it's like that position has to be the guy. Like that position has to be the guy. You got to be able to score. You got to be able to finish. You got to be able to overlap. You got to be able to cross. Like
you got to be able to do everything.
Those two, the wing back positions are like arguably the most important in the system. And
he should be under Luke Shaw right now. I mean, he should be number 2, learning from like when fit, an excellent, one of the best left backs in the world.
By the way, Dogu's always fit. I
don't think Dogu has a fitness problem. I don't think he's grabbing an extra pot de creme after dinner for
what
dessert.
We got from an odds perspective?
It's tight. It's very tight. Lyon are the slight favorites, plus 150 at home, plus 220 for the draw, and plus 170 for United. I'm up, sir. Match predictions. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
You did get the draw against City.
I got the draw, but I'm still a long way away. 19 points behind you with what, like 7 or 8, 1-1. I think it's 1-1. United goes down early, probably like an Onana howler, but I think we come back, get the draw, and then everything to play for in the second leg. Sir, what's your prediction?
Look, my brain is saying loss. My heart's saying win. So I just got to go full Muppet on this one. United win 2-0.
Love it.
Away at Lyon.
I hope you're right. I hope you're. You know what? I would gladly give him those 10 points.
Yeah, the bucket is the European away day bucket's affecting my prediction ability, but that's just we got to go with it. We got to win.
I dig it.
I just feel like we've had so many of these seasons where they come down to this like cup competition. You look, the FA Cup was a great win against City. That was but the come down off of that was winning that cup great because it didn't lead to anything. The youngsters didn't spur, Kobe Mainoo and Garnacho into these glorious seasons that we thought when we saw them with that trophy. Like this is the beginning of something special. Similar with Mourinho. So there's been a lot of false dawn trophies. And there's also been a lot of United away Europe letdowns. And so mixed emotions going in this game. And I feel kind of like I should have a safe mental distance away from banking on us. We get to the final, I'm all in. We lose. It's the wrap.
We get to the semifinal, I'll give you all in.
We lose in the final, and it's like there's going to be issues for like a month at least. It's going to be like ruining it like for a month,
Well,
but right now I'm like trying to keep a healthy distance away from getting my hopes up right now with this team because it's been a rough year and I don't want to like go again. I'm not ready to go again.
It's been a rough decade, sir. And there's been 2 cup constants, which in like we win a cup, a domestic cup, not the biggest domestic cup everybody wants, which is the League, but FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and it leads to nothing, right? A false down. We've seen that a couple of times. And then there's just United's like, I hate to say it, historical underachievement given how great we've been domestically in Europe, even in the last 11 years. And Mourinho did say he was digging it. He was like picking a finger in our eye.
What's funny is you've always pushed back on that, and I've always said he was right. He was right.
Yeah, I get too Muppets.
I don't
sometimes.
want it to be that way, but it's like
we have underperformed.
That's why Europe, it's to United. It's like winning another Europa League is like huge.
Sir,
it's like it shouldn't be so huge, but it's so huge because
Villarreal after Villarreal. That was tough. That was brutal. That was the most brutal watch.
We're getting cooked.
There's got to be
we're not.
There's got to be a bet someday where the loser has to watch that whole fucking game again, including all the penalties.
I'll never forget. I
remember watching that game like we're not like where he's doing nothing.
I'll never forget you on the couch. Like that was a rough one. But look, we're not going back. We're going forward. Come on, we're fighting all the way to hopefully Bilbao. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Please like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Only actually 30% of people actually watch our content. Subscribe. It's free. It helps the channel. Also, if you're listening on iTunes and Spotify, get over to YouTube. Please like and subscribe as well. Also, comment below what is your score prediction for Lyon versus Manchester United in the first leg. Get to our store, AmericanDevils.store. Grab something. Support us on Patreon as well, patreon.com/AmericanDevils. Sir, give us our top 10 cities last 7 days.
Number 1, how you doing? How you doing? Los Angeles, California, Chicago, Illinois, Brooklyn, New York, New York, Houston, Texas, Dublin, Ireland, Melbourne, Australia, Oslo, Norway, San Diego, California, and last but not least, Charlotte, North Carolina. Appreciate all the American Devils listening week in, week out. It's a big one. Biggest match of the season, no doubt. Lyon, leg 1. Followed by the next biggest match of the season, leg 2. But let's go United. Let's show up. Let's get a big result. Bucket hats in the sun, sir. Red cheeks. Guys, drink some water. Hydrate. It's going to be a long day. You're going to need it.
Oh, what a night, sir.
Oh, what a night.